Hey everybody, Lady Geared you here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Today I'm going to be showing off a detail that I did not know about prior to the beginning of this Let's Play, but I feel that this is the perfect opportunity to show it off. This is Zelda's journal, one of the entries is unfinished. Ready to read the entry? Tomorrow's the big day, the wing ceremony. Finally, Lady Geared you can take a big step towards becoming a knight. I can wait to see him promoted to full knighthood, but I'm a little worried he might have some trouble winning the race. Lately, Lady Geared hasn't been taking his flight training seriously. Someone needs to make sure he doesn't mess up his chance. So I've made up my mind. Tomorrow I'll wake him up extra early and make sure he gets in some last-minute practice, whether he likes it or not. He has to win, or we won't be able to perform the closing ceremony together. Master, I have information for you. I've detected a source of sacred power somewhere within this chamber. Gee, I wonder what it could be. If you can find a way through the river of magma, I calculate a 60% chance you will arrive at one of the sources of sacred power. I recommend you press forward in search of the power present here. Alrighty then, now we're on our way to get the second piece of the Triforce. Now let me just say for the record that this, the second and the third Triforce pieces, getting them kind of feels a little anticlimactic compared to getting the first one, because getting the first one can be a little bit troublesome, because you need to go through the process of getting the key to even get into the room in the first place. So it seems a little anticlimactic going through these ones. Now this is a pretty challenging room, because we're going to be seeing, because of the gameplay gimmick in this room with water plants and the diamonds that we're going to be seeing in a moment. But I don't know, even though I really do like this room always stood out to me in this dungeon. This room also just feels really anticlimactic when getting the Triforce space. But now we're going to be introduced to the gameplay gimmick of this area, and that is using the magma currents to get across this room. What's really weird about this place is that there are two magma. You don't see the other one quite yet, but what's really weird is that there are two of them activated, but this platform is still going one way. I find that weird because the rest of this room is really accurate scientifically, but with this one, you'd think that the platform would stay stationary with both of them activated, but no, the platform just keeps on going, even though the other current should be pushing the platform back, but it just doesn't for some reason. We also get to listen to the super awesome Fire Sanctuary song again. It makes me so happy. There's some hearts on the wall. If you need them, you probably do, because if you're like me, then you're gonna be falling off into the endless depths of the magma. It's burning. So that's all switch right there if you need to go back to the beginning of the room for one reason or another, or if you came into the other way and you can use this as an exit. But like I said, when we started this dungeon is pretty different in terms of design, because theoretically you can go through this dungeon in any order you want. There are so many ways you can get through here. The way I'm showing off is just the way it's just the way I typically play through this dungeon. There are a couple ways you can get through the Sky Keep. One way involves you going through here the other way, like getting to the end, starting the room through the other door and going through this way. So it's just really interesting to see just how different this dungeon is compared to the other ones. It makes me really excited to see what the dungeons that they're going to have in Zelda. You saw nothing. As I was saying a second ago, this dungeon makes me really excited to see the dungeon designs for Zelda U, because I've heard that in that game they're going to try to experiment with dungeons that have multiple ways you can beat it. So it just really makes me excited. Like, I swear, every single time I hear a little bit of Zelda U, I just get even more excited, because that game, it's like the one game that I'm the most excited for at the moment. And whenever I hear just a little bit of news, it always makes me excited. Now, it was depressing to know that it was delayed until next year, but the way I see it, I was depressed at first, but the way I see it, it gives them more time to really perfect the game. So I don't know, Zelda is just, it just feels like one of those games that you know it's going to be really amazing once it comes out. There's a silver ruby in there if you want to go get it. It's actually it's pretty obvious where it's located, so there's really no need for me to point it out. But I'm gonna do it anyway, because I'm awesome! Kind of. So activating that diamond will change which magma flow is going. So, yay for scientific-y things! And there's a water plant that we need to drop on the ground. Well, it's not really ground, it's magma, but whatever. There's some more jerks over there that we need to take care of. Your Skyward Strike is a very handy tool right now, because it has an insane reach on it, this late into the game. So you really should not have that much trouble with those guys. And then we need to use our Plaza to go there and go up a ledge and stuff like that. And this is what I meant when I said that this is a very anticlimactic way to get a piece of the Triforce, because that room isn't really all that difficult. And then when you get to the end of it, the platform is just like there. So it's like, hey, you get a Triforce! We couldn't find anywhere else to put it in this dungeon, so here you go! We just have one more piece to go. Thank God it's not like in Wind Waker when you have to go across like the entire dungeon, go across the entire overworld to get maps to get maps and then have Tingle translate them. Ugh. That's a big reason why I have a hard time finishing Wind Waker, actually. Because I just don't want to talk to Tingle to play the game. Like, I don't mind Wind Waker. Wind Waker is awesome. I love the art style in that game, and I love the dungeon design in that game. But what I can't stand in that game is the fact that some of the maps to get the Triforce shards, you have to have Tingle translate them. And I don't like Tingle at all. He is my least favorite Zelda character. He's my least favorite character in video gaming in general. I don't like him. He's annoying, and he's weird, and he's stupid. Anyway, I'm speeding up this area, as you can clearly tell, because it's taking a little while to get through this area. And as you can tell from the video length, this video ended up being like 25 minutes long. This is post-commentary, by the way. Because I just felt like doing post-commentary so that I could really more concentrate on solving this dungeon. This is one of those things in a video game where you really have to I really have to concentrate on what I'm doing, because trying to get through here by doing live commentary, I know I would not be able to do that. So that's the reason I'm doing post-commentary in this video. But anyway, we have one more room left to go. And it is based off the Lanayru mining facility, or the Sandsip, or whatever. It's based off a dungeon. I have identified the design of the floor there as the mark of Nairu. I detect the sacred power of the Triforce radiating from it. Unfortunately, the way leading to the mark is closed off. There appears to be a time shift orb over there. I propose you utilize the nearby time shift orb to get over there. This room, I've got to be honest, this is the easiest room in the dungeon. I've never had a problem with this one. Well, I occasionally do, but this is by far the easiest room in the dungeon. Some of you might have trouble with it. I personally just don't, because, like, honestly, compared to the rest of the dungeon, this room is a joke. So what we want to do is that you want to have the time set orb placed over here, so that we can use our bow and arrow to do some awesome things and stuff like that. If you didn't figure it out already, you need to use the time shift orb to, like one more time to get to the Nairu's, to get to the Nairu Triforce thingy. But I cannot talk right now. It's like really late when I'm recording this, so my brain doesn't want to work properly. And we have a bow and arrow, so we can go shoot things. We opened a door! It's so amazing! We opened a door! So, now that we've opened the super amazing door of amazingness, we can go through there. Yay, that sounds exciting. Kind of. Except it's not. Oh, anyway, as you go across this hallways, Deku Babas are going to be appearing whenever you go through here. A cool strategy that I think I talked about before, but I didn't really elaborate on too much, is that you can use your Sealed Bass to knock a Deku Baba off balance for a moment, and then you can use your spin attack to cut the vine that's holding their head up. You do not want to carry the Tapsit Orb all the way over here, because if you do, there's going to be a rock in the way, and I believe that fan will also be turned on, so it'd be kind of impossible to hit that. So what you need to do is that you need to leave the Tapsit Orb over there, and have Link positioned over there so that you can shoot your bow and arrow at the switch. While I have a chance to explain this, there's a theory about the entire Sky Keep that I feel is very worth mentioning. The Silent Realms have been theorized by many Zelda fans to be the Sacred Realm, from like A Link to the Past or whatever. What's really interesting is that the rooms that we get the Triforce pieces, they are also part of the Silent Realm. Their visual style and just basically how they look is very reminiscent of that of the Silent Realms that we've encountered throughout the game. But what's interesting is that you're going to see this in a cutscene after the dungeon is over, but the Sky Keep is theorized to have eventually turned into the Temple of Light from The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, because in Ocarina of Time, when Link pulled the Master Sword from the pedestal, he was trapped in the Sacred Realm for a couple years. So, because this place has a direct access to the Silent Realms, which is believed to be the Sacred Realms, there's a huge common theory that the Sky Keep turned into the Temple of Light from Ocarina of Time. But now, we're gonna do the final piece of the Triforce! Created by the old gods, the Triforce possesses the ultimate power, and is said to grant the wishes of anyone who touches it. I'm gonna use it to get eggnog. The Triforce is complete. With its power, you have the ability to make Zelda's wish for vanquishing demise a reality. Master, I believe at this juncture that prayer is required. The ultimate goal we have traveled so far for is now within reach. Focus now, and wish with all your might for the destruction of demise. It's kind of a weird sentence to say, considering the name demise is like another word for destruction, so we're like pretty much destroying destruction. Master you, I have news. I've confirmed that the Isle of the Goddess, which is now formerly a part of Skyloft, has returned to the surface. Furthermore, I've detected the successful eradication of Demise. Your prayers to the Triforce have been heard. In light of these factors, the seal Zelda maintained throughout her age-long sleep is no longer necessary, and projections indicate she will awaken momentarily. I advise you make your way to the Seal Temple as soon as possible.
This is all very touching, really. I'm afraid I have to cut this emotional moment short. It's best for everyone if you forget about your friend. The little goddess is mine now. My master may have perished in this age, but in the past he lives yet. I'm taking the girl back through the gate to help revive the Demon King. You've been so adorably dogged in your quest to get in my way. As much as that has delighted me, I can no longer tolerate you nipping at my heels. No, you really pushed me too far. The moment I sweated and bled for is at hand. I don't even have the time to grind my heel into a worm like you. Not now. Stand down. You're in my way. The sight of your appalling hair makes me my gorge rise. You've done a fine job of spoiling my plans to revive the Demon King at this age, so I see no point in dawdling here. But the past, oh, the past is so full of possibilities. I should resurrect him there with the divine soul of this golden-haired girl.
Sister.